Here we are, December 27th. Apparently 9 weeks, 2 days pregnant, as we have learned yesterday. And what else? I have so many things to say. What else? Oh, the baby's the size of a cherry. Cute. Cute. I love cherries, so congratulations to us on that. Today fucking sucked. Isabel was in my bed last night. Woke up 2 a.m. because she leaked in her pull-up everywhere. Pulled off the sheets. I didn't even really change sheets. I just put the top sheet down and grabbed a new comforter and called it a day. And she fell back asleep very easily. I could not fall back asleep till like 5 o'clock in the morning. And then she woke up at 8. And I was so tired. So fucking tired. And I just had this moment of like, oh my God, how am I going to be able to do this? This whole week has been, oh my God, how am I going to be able to do this again? That's what this week has felt like. And it sucks to feel that way. Sucks to not have a partner who is excited. Sucks to not feel excited because you're overwhelmed. Like, this just is not how I planned it. But again, do I want to wait on a man? I don't know. Been waiting on a man my whole life, feels like. For over 15 years. Been trying to find my long-term partner. So really, what have we learned? So, I let Isabel watch the iPad for another like hour and 20 minutes so I could sleep longer. And it just wasn't enough. I was so tired, I cried. Like in the afternoon, I was so tired I cried, and I just was like, listen, baby, if mommy lets you watch YouTube on the TV, will you let me nap? Of course she said yes, because I don't let her watch YouTube very often. But I knew it would brainwash her for an hour and a half so I could nap and be a better mother. So that's what I did. And I'm so grateful I got the nap. And I felt like shit and like a bad mom for doing it. And I'm like, during first trimester, do I need to start like hiring a babysitter for like 2 or 3 hours every weekend so they can go take her to the library or the sand place or OMSI or wherever, something fun, so I can just like take a goddamn nap because I'm just too fucking tired. And I realized if I had a partner or someone who cared, then like they would do that with Isabel or our children or whatever while I napped on the weekend and rested while I'm growing this baby and placenta and everything else that I'm apparently fucking growing right now, all these organs that I'm growing. And then when I woke up, I was definitely feeling better, and so I played games with her, and I don't know why Olive Garden salad sounded really good. So, I was like, let's go to Olive Garden. Let's go ride the Christmas train. I invited my sister and my niece and my nephew, which was a good idea. It was a good idea at the time. But at the end of the train ride, apparently it was like just enough too late. And, that we just started melting. And Isabel rarely has meltdowns. Like, she has moments, but she doesn't ever have like full-blown can't overcome meltdowns. She's probably in less than 5 this year. Like, that's not really her vibe. And she totally had one as soon as we got to the car. Like, she didn't want the kids on their iPads. She just wanted to go to sleep. She was so tired. But they didn't want to turn their iPads off. And they even, like, went under a blanket, but you could still kind of hear it. Like, just could not. And it was like a 13-minute drive or 15-minute drive. She just couldn't overcome it. It was fucking brutal. And you know when they're that far gone, they're like, there's nothing you can do. And like, she probably, if my niece and nephew would have just turned off their iPads and like sat in silence, all it would have taken was probably 5 minutes for her to fall asleep, then they could have turned them back on. But they're 10 and 8 and they don't get it. And you know, like, do you always just like succumb to these like toddler moments and the toddler being bossy? I don't know. So they left and she still couldn't quite get her shit together. And on the 10-minute drive home, we were still struggling a bit. So now she's in bed and I'm just sitting here on the couch in silence. Maybe I should go to bed too. Maybe if I go to bed at the same time as her right now, it won't be as hard, or it won't be as bad. But yeah, this week I feel super lonely. And like, my business did great this week. I had a great week. If every week was like this week, I would never even worry about money again, which is the goal, which is what I'm working towards. If every single week was like this, maybe like a couple thousand more, but like truly, then like it would be the absolute least of my worries. But then here we are, tired as fuck, having a meltdown, feeling lonely, questioning it. And I just don't know, man. I just don't know.